Last Friday, as the sun was setting and the world seemed to be winding down for the weekend, most people were focused on their plans, catching up with friends, spending time with family, or simply unwinding after a long week. But in the heart of the financial world, a storm was brewing, one that would send shockwaves across the globe. Out of nowhere, President Trump took to the podium and announced a potential 100% tariff on every single Chinese import. It was an economic bombshell, a move so drastic that it caught even seasoned analysts off guard. Within minutes, the S&P 500 nosedived 2.7%, its sharpest drop in months. In just a few hours, $1.65 trillion, or about $1.3 trillion, was wiped from U.S. stocks. The sheer scale of the loss was staggering. To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire annual economic output of Australia vanished in the blink of an eye. Panic spread like wildfire, traders scrambled to sell, phones rang off the hook, and the chaos quickly spilled over into markets around the world. In London, the FTSE 100 dropped nearly 1%, erasing billions in value and sending a chill through the city's financial core. Even the world of cryptocurrency wasn't spared. Bitcoin tumbled 8% in a matter of hours, as investors everywhere rushed to minimize their losses. What's truly remarkable is that this wasn't caused by a natural disaster, a terrorist attack, or a war. It was a single social media post, a tweet, that unleashed global financial chaos, showing just how fragile and interconnected our world has become. The threat of a 100% tariff, stacked on top of existing trade barriers, is a massive gamble. It threatens to upend the delicate balance of global trade. If implemented, it could force companies to rethink their entire supply chains, drive up prices for everyday goods, and make life more expensive for millions of people. Small businesses could be pushed to the brink, while larger corporations scramble to adapt, all while uncertainty ripples through the economy. The market's reaction was swift and brutal, a clear vote of no confidence in this new, aggressive form of economic warfare. Investors, analysts, and business leaders alike were left reeling. In today's hyper-connected world, a single tweet can trigger a global avalanche, reminding us all just how quickly fortunes can change and how vulnerable the global economy truly is. So, what's a tariff? You've probably heard the word tossed around in the news, especially when countries are arguing about trade. But what does it actually mean, and why does it matter to you, the average shopper or business owner? At its core, a tariff is a tax that governments place on goods coming in from other countries. Think of it as a kind of toll that foreign products have to pay to enter the country. This tax is collected at the border, and it's meant to make imported goods more expensive. For example, if a Chinese TV costs $500, and the government slaps on a 100% tariff, that TV now costs $1,000 before anyone even makes a profit. That's a huge jump, and it's not just a number on paper, it directly affects what you pay at the store. The main idea behind tariffs is to make imported products pricier, so people are nudged to buy things made closer to home. In theory, this helps local businesses and protects jobs by making foreign competition less attractive. But real life isn't that simple. The global economy is a tangled web, and tariffs can have all sorts of unexpected consequences. Many American companies, for instance, rely on Chinese parts to build their own products. It's not just finished goods that cross borders, raw materials and components do too. Take a car maker in Detroit. Even if the car is assembled in the US, it might use dozens or even hundreds of parts that come from China or other countries. Tariffs on those parts can ripple through the entire supply chain. So, when a 100% tariff is imposed, the cost of those parts doubles overnight. Companies then face a tough choice: absorb the extra cost and make less profit, or pass it on to customers by raising prices. Suddenly, even products that are made in America become more expensive and less competitive, both at home and abroad. The whole idea of protecting local industry can backfire. Trying to protect one industry can end up hurting another. It's like a tug of war where everyone loses ground. And let's not forget the people who feel it most: everyday shoppers. Tariffs are a blunt tool. They're a tax on your own people as much as on foreign countries. When prices go up, it's families and small businesses who pay the price. Suddenly, everything from trainers to electronics to household goods costs more. The impact is everywhere, from the supermarket to the electronics store. Small businesses, already operating on thin margins, face impossible choices. absorb the cost and risk going under, or raise prices and risk losing customers to bigger competitors. In a tariff war, both sides end up battered and poorer. What starts as a tool to protect can quickly become a weapon that hurts everyone involved, making the global economy a little more unpredictable for us all. What sparked this dramatic escalation? Rare earth elements. These elements, often overlooked, are the backbone of modern technology. Without them, our daily gadgets and advanced machinery would cease to function. These 17 metals are essential for everything from smartphones to fighter jets. They are the unsung heroes in the tech world, making possible the miniaturization and efficiency we often take for granted. They're not rare, but processing them is tough, dirty, and expensive. Extracting these elements involves complex chemical processes that can be harmful to the environment, making it a less attractive industry for many countries. China dominates the market, controlling 70% of mining and over 90% of processing. This dominance didn't happen overnight. It's the result of decades of strategic planning and investment. That gives Beijing huge leverage. With such control, China can influence global supply chains and prices, making it a powerful player on the world stage. When the US tightened trade restrictions, China hit back, announcing new export controls on key rare earths. This move sent shockwaves through industries reliant on these materials. Now, foreign companies need special approval, and military-use tech is off-limits. This has created a significant hurdle for companies trying to navigate the new regulations. The message: America's tech and military industries depend on China. This dependency highlights the vulnerabilities in the supply chain and the geopolitical risks involved. The US can't build its own supply chain overnight. It would take years and cost billions. Developing a self-sufficient supply chain requires significant investment in infrastructure, technology, and expertise. China's rare earth dominance is its ace in this high-stakes game. As the world watches, the balance of power hinges on these critical elements, making them more valuable than ever. This isn't an isolated incident. It's the latest move in a long, escalating standoff. The US and China have been trading economic blows for months, each upping the ante. The US expands export controls. China retaliates with new fees and restrictions. Every action sparks a reaction, fueling a dangerous spiral. Trump's 100% tariff threat, plus possible software export bans, is a major escalation. Both sides are targeting each other's strategic weaknesses. Diplomatic channels are breaking down, replaced by public threats. It's a chaotic confrontation. Neither side wants to blink, even if it means disaster. This isn't just a fight between governments. It hits everyone. A 100% tariff on Chinese goods means prices for everyday items could double. For families already struggling, that's a financial crisis. Lower and middle-income households are hit hardest, forced to make tough choices. Businesses relying on Chinese parts face soaring costs and possible closure. Farmers lose access to key export markets, risking financial ruin. Uncertainty freezes investment and hiring, slowing economic growth everywhere. The pain spreads far beyond Wall Street. Main Street feels it most. In trying to win, both countries risk dragging the world into recession. In a trade war, there are no winners, just losers on all sides. When markets crash, everyone asks, is there a plan or just chaos? Experts are split. Some see Trump's tariff threat as a risky negotiating tactic, others as reckless escalation. The scale is so extreme, it's hard to dismiss as mere bluster. China's rare earth controls are a direct response to US pressure. Both sides claim to be reacting, not provoking, creating a cycle of escalation. China's grip on rare earths is a powerful bargaining chip. Most experts agree. This is a dangerous moment for the global economy. Whether it's strategy or chaos, the result is the same: escalation and instability. Behind the numbers are real people. American factory workers could lose jobs as costs soar and companies shut down. Farmers face mounting debts as export markets vanish. Small businesses struggle to survive as prices rise. In China, millions of factory workers risk layoffs as US demand collapses. The pain is shared. Trade wars hurt ordinary people in both countries. Anxiety and uncertainty make it hard for families and communities to plan for the future. The true cost isn't just trillions lost. It's the well-being of millions caught in the crossfire. So, what's next? The future is uncertain, and the stakes are sky high. Maybe this is all a bluff, forcing China to make concessions and markets to recover. Or maybe neither side backs down, and we plunge into a full-scale economic war. That could mean a global recession, broken supply chains, and years of pain. There's also a messy middle ground. Tariffs stay high, tensions simmer, and uncertainty drags on. Investment stalls, prices stay up, and growth slows worldwide. The world is watching, hoping for diplomacy and common sense. But as last Friday's shockwaves showed, there's no guarantee anyone will swerve.